Hello friends, this is Jeff again with Ability Lock and Key. I'm sitting inside a 2018 Honda HRV. All keys lost, push button start. I've got my Alltel KM100 and a stinking rollback beside me making all kinds of noise, but we'll just have to deal with it. Okay, I know that this is again, it's a Honda, so we'll go down to Honda. We'll find HRV, because we're actually making the universal key. This is an Alltel key. Right now it's not set up for anything in particular, but we're going to set it up for this vehicle. It's only one selection. That's a good thing. We always like to see that. And we're going to hit generate universal key. Now it's detecting the key, and then it'll start generating this particular key. Boy, the luck we have. Everywhere I go is always noise, it seems like. Not only that, I was just parked over here and the guy had to have me move because I was in his way for towing away some other vehicles. So that's always fun too. Show up somewhere and you gotta move your vehicle around. You can't do your job because someone else has to do theirs.
It is their lot.
That guy does not work here.
That's sure does. Look, it says.
That does not. Nope.
Oh, okay.
We're not going to name his name.
All right.
Because it's not his fault. I'm just being irritable because it's 91 stinking degrees outside. And I can't do my job for having to work around somebody else trying to do their job. Wah, wah, wah. Oh, mercy. Okay. Pearl's blowing you away with that laughter. She's gonna bust your eardrums. Laugh one more time, Pearl. There we go. All right, we're completed. We'll hit that. Then we'll go to IMMO, immobilizer. Okay, this is a push to start. Okay, yes. I was just verifying that it was a push to start, well, year and all that good stuff. Keyless system Honda, correct. Is ignition turned on by pushing the start button twice? Look here, point the camera here. 1, 2, it does not, so we hit no. Push and hold the start button, and eventually this dash will light up.
Is the battery dead?
No, I already blew the horn. See?
Okay.
There it is. Okay. It's on. We're establishing vehicle communication. This does not have to be here. This is an all keys lost. Look at the old man bruise on my hand. Isn't that ugly? Okay. Hit okay. Turn the ignition switch off. It's off. Place a key to be learned in the vehicle and take all the other keys out. Okay. We're in that. Well, try that again. Is ignition turned on by pressing the start button twice? No. Push and hold the start button again.
Well, it did flash green.
Here it is. Okay. Hit okay again. Now he's going to swing them chains around and make a bunch of noise. Okay. One key is what we're going to make. And hit enter. Okay. Okay. Please turn the ignition switch off. We did. Turn the ignition switch on. It's on. Are both the keyless access and immobilizer indicator lights turned off. Best I can tell, I'd say yes, so we'll hit yes. Turn the ignition switch off. Turn the ignition switch on. Okay. Registration is completed. Turn it off. Okay. Now check all keyless remotes. Okay, nothing yet. Oh, there we go. I think I saw movement. Let's see if it'll start. It does start.
It's learning. It said control learning. Are you supposed to turn it back off? Oh, now that may have been his chains.
There we go. I see. Might be because I got all the doors open. Let's see.
That's true. We need to close the doors.
Okay, that's our panic button. Let's start it again. We'll have the camera up here so they can see it light up.
Hold on.
And look for the RPMs. It's running. So it's a runner. So I need to make an emergency key for this because currently there it is not cut. And I'm not going to do like the auction locksmith and walk away without a cut key. So we'll get the information out of the door here in a minute, and then we'll get back to you. Mark A and B. So again, on the A side, I'm only going to get 3 readings. Okay, so first one's unknown, second one's 3. Third reading is, I'm going to say that's a 3 too. And fourth reading is a 5. Okay, now we'll go to the B side. Speaking of bees, there's a wasp. Okay, we got a 4. And then we got a 1. And then we got another 1. Another 1. Seems rather odd. And a 5. Let's run those in the code program and see what we come up with. Problem. I had a problem. I got the proper readings off the lease sheet, but I put them into the Dolphin and it kept coming up invalid. And so I'd go back and I'd read it again, and I did this like 3 times. Finally I said, why don't you check generic code, because I'm getting accurate readings. Nothing's changing. How could I get this wrong? So I put it in generic code, and sure enough, a code popped up based on the readings that I had. So it wasn't on the Dolphin. The codes were not in the Dolphin, but they were in generic code. The key code that came off of generic code is in here, but it would not do it under the find bidding menu. So anyways, I've already made a test key, tested it in the door, it worked. So now I'm just cutting this. And unfortunately, that's the only lock that you have to deal with on that car. There's no lock anywhere else. It's just the driver's door lock. No passenger lock, no glove box, no lock on the floor beside the seat, just the driver's door. So that's all I had to go on. We're finishing up on this right now. I'll take you to show you that this does turn in the door lock, so I don't look like an auction locksmith that doesn't make the emergency key, or puts the wrong cut emergency key in to make it look like they did it. But it's coming down to the last bit here. Yeah, it's like multiple passes on each side, and then you flip the key over and do it again. So yeah, it's quite involved. But we're on the last side of the last side, so to speak. I think we got one more pass up here at the top. No, one more after this. That's it. Okay, now we're going to brush this off. Get all that nasty metal off. All right, follow me right over here to the car. I've got the Prox in my hand. So we're gonna hit the lock button, unlock button. Here's the panic. Stop it. Okay, here's our key we just cut. Gonna insert it. It works. Oops.
It works.
Oh, even this part, the proximity, it opened because I had the prox key in my hand. Finish with this one. It's time to collect our payment. Please like and subscribe. Remember, you cannot change the past. So live for today and plan for tomorrow.